The Skywalker, David Thompson. Fans, that is your Denver Nuggets.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trail Blazers. On Wednesday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans. Then on Friday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Walton is out there with McHale. Then there's Drexler. Then there's Jay, and it's Rice in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, we've got Thompson. Malone is out there with Dominique Wilkins, and it's Unseld in at the 5, roaming the paint. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
Now here's Wilkins. Down low. Pass to Lever. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the Nuggets with a new 14. Poked away. Stolen by Drexler. Fast break. Here we go. Over Thompson. They grabbed their own miss. Shots good by Rice.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Here's Lever. Last time out, he had 14 points. Malone right side. Here's Lever. 6 on the shot clock. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Hicks. Last game we saw him score 13. And it's Drexler missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Unseld. His last outing he had 8 points. And it's Malone missing. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Kicks it out to McHale. He dishes it to Walton. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hicks. And that one hits back iron.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Hicks. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Now the pass to Walton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
That free throw good from Walton. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Wilkins. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Drexler with the steal. Pass to Rice. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Drexler. Clock at 6. Wing shot on the way. Knocked loose. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Denver. It's a 5-point game.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Hicks. No points in the game yet for him. Malone against McHale. Drexler outside. And there's the pass to Unseld. On the wing, Drexler. Here's Hicks. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's McHale. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Thompson. It's deflected. Here's Rice. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. A baseline J. And again, Denver no good. Portland leading by 3. Here's Drexler, and there's the drive. And the dunk by Drexler.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
And so here's Denver. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Lever passes to Malone. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's Hicks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
To the inside. McHale. It's good on the putback.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Here's Lever after Kevin McHale's score. Here's Lever. Rebounded by McHale. Trailblazers leading by 5. Inside, and Walton kicks to Hicks. Portland moving the ball around. Shot from 12. Rebound by the Nuggets. Left side Wilkins. Launches it. Hands it from downtown. Wilkins has got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Portland with the ball. Drexler outside.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And high quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
First free throw is good. Denver making a switch here. Camby's checked in. Both free throws good from Drexler. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Portland.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Count it. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Hicks passes to Walton. It's not going to go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the paint. Passes it to Unseld. He kicks it to Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Petrie. He's covered by Thompson. Hicks can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 4. Thompson dishes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Now here's McKee. And in the game with the Lakers, he did not play that well. Here's Hicks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Shot from the top of the key. And that's collected by Bill Walton. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Hicks.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Portland, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And the first one drops. Ellis, he's checked in for Denver. Pat comes in for Thompson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Vandeweghe. Over in the corner, Ellis. Jackson looking it over. 6 to shoot. Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Just to make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Petrie. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Porter's. So with Johnson on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Hicks out there with Drexler. Then it's Walton. And it's Rice in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Hicks. Now the feed to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Malone. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Looking ahead to their next one, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Thompson's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Hicks. He takes it in. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. Pass to Unseld. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Kicks it out to Malone. 5 on the clock. On deep. Denver gets it back. Missed inside.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Hicks. 14 feet away, and it's Denver with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lever. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Hicks passes to Walton. He gets that one. Walton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last three field goals have come from the paint.
Denver calls timeout. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Unzeld, the pass to Malone. Thompson outside. Here's Vandeweghe. Down low. Here's Lever. Hicks pulls it in.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Plays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Malone right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Malone. And both free throws good for Malone. Here's Hicks. Drexler outside. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Lever. Inside, Malone. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And just the ultimate in the pick and roll is Malone. He just excels with that hard dive to the right spot there after setting that screen.
Here's Hicks to the paint. To the wing right side. Here's Lever. That's tipped. Hicks pulls it in. Hicks has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He's got a clear path. Here's Lever. Thompson passes to Unseld. Now here's Malone. To the inside. Lever. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with the free throw percentage hovering around 70, he knows he has to bring that up.
Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The pass to Walton. Here's Rice. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Just 5 on the clock from 12 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Unseld, the pass to Vandeweghe. Passes it to Lever. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And even though Fat Lever spends most of his time on the perimeter, the man is a triple-double waiting to happen. He is the complete package in terms of scoring, assisting, and rebounding. Big fella does it all.
Shooting 2.
The first one. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Pass to Rice. Here's Hicks. Down low. Got a piece of it. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And Thompson throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. He turned it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Marcus Camby has checked in for Malone. Portland trailing here. Pass to Drexler. To stop the drought. Good D by Thompson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The pass to Lever. Thompson looking for an opening. There's the dish to Camby. Back to Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 4-point Nugget lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Hicks to the paint. He's got a clear path. Here's Lever. Finished off the break. Lever's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
For some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks.
And it's blocked. Thompson outside. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Yeah, he's just relentless on the glass. Unseld turning the miss into points because of his activity down low. That's what you love to see from your big guy.
Here's Hicks. 52 seconds left here in the second. Here he goes. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. To the middle. Here's Unseld. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these Unseld jams. There's just so much power to his game.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
The trio. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Joined by Mike Malone. Coach, what did you like most about your team's play in the first half?
Well, energy. We were able to get stops, get out and run, and that's the pace that we have to play at. More of the same defense, take care of it, give them one shot, and then get out and run, get out and attack.
You kept them on their heels, Coach. We'll see if that continues. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly. Following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have an 8-point lead. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
They were getting after it on the glass, like wild. They got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
They've been out of sync in this one, shooting under 40%. Struggling to create good looks and settling for tough shots. I like to see them drive the basketball more and get easy buckets.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Trailblazers trail by 8. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Ellis is out there with Malone. Then it's Thompson, and it's Unseld in at the 5 down low.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Lever passes to Malone. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Malone's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Denver. The Trailblazers shooting a meager 37% for the game. Inside, here's Walton, and Walton throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, having settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Malone passes to Lever. Shot clock at 6. Walton with the steal. Passes it to Rice. Kicks to Drexler. Sweet little floater. Drexler's got his third bucket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Thompson against Drexler. Takes the 13-footer. Thompson misses. Trailblazers trail by 6. Driving in. Good on the bucket. 6 points for James.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
McHale against Malone. Misses off the left iron.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Hicks. 6 points for him. He kicks to Walton. 5 to shoot. Here's Rice. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Dominique Wilkins. He's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets leading by 4. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Trailblazers trail by 4. McHale outside. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. And here are the Trailblazers now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Clock at 4. Pass to Walt. Stolen by Thompson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock to end the cold streak. And the rebound goes to McHale. McHale's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Walton. Overrun center. Portland no good that time either. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. They've led by as much as 10. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. With some art, and it's good on the layup. Thompson's got 12.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Knocked away. Drexler kicks to Hicks. Clock at 6. The tray. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Malone's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Portland moving the ball around. Johnson outside. Here's the pass to McHale. And it's blocked. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Denver leading by 8. Lever passes to Wilkins. And it's Portland with the rebound. Walton's got 8 rebounds in this game. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Dominique Wilkins.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
The free throw drops for Drexler. Here's Lever. He's got 9. To the inside. Unset. Oh!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver leading by 7. Here's Lever. Dishes it to Jackson. Down low. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
Denver making a switch here. Pax checked in. Right side Jackson, and Walton sends it back. Here's Hicks. He's got 6. Passes to Walton. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. Now Denver takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Thompson, high post. He's against McHale. Thompson passes to himself. Ball stolen. Here's Hicks. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Here's Drexler. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Pack. That one off the back iron and out. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Denver. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Terry Porter. He's checked in for Hicks. To the paint. Here's Walton. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Hicks, Drexler out there with Walton, and it's Petrie in at the 2 spot.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Stolen by Wilkins. Pass to Lever. Ellis wide open. Sinks the triple. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Hicks. Feeds it to Walton. And Walton throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 6 on the shot clock. Wilkins. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Here's Hicks to the middle. And the basket by Walton. Walton's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Pass to Wilkins. And he makes good on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
The shot misses. Great D that time from Walton.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Vandeweghe. Here's Ellis. And it's good. 2 points. 8 points for Ellis.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Hicks. Inside. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McHale's checked in. Here's Hicks, defended by Wilkins.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Hicks. To the inside. And it's Drexler missing. The Nuggets leading by 18. Outside Wilkins. Over Drexler. Wilkins, no good. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Petrie, the pass to Hicks. And the pass to Walton. Poked loose. Outside Wilkins. Lets it fly. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Wilkins has got 10 points here in the second half. And Portland has possession. Down low. Here's Walton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do, and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis. Not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment. For the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
And it's sent back by McHale. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Hicks. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
And Portland making a change here. Rice is checked in. Rejected by McHale. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
The Nuggets leading by 22. Lever passes to Malone. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Carmelo.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of competence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
And both free throws good for Malone. Here's Hicks. Passes it to Walton. The fadeaway. And the shot is long.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Wilkins. No good there. The Trailblazers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Rice, defended by Wilkins, trying to end the drought. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Jackson, he's checked in for Dominique Wilkins.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Rice.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Both free throws good from Rice. And Brent, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint. You know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule, moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Jackson with it, and it's McHale picking him up. Lets it go from 11. Rejected by McHale. Here's Hicks to the paint, and Walton kicks to McHale. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and finished off by Drexler.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Lever. Driving the lane. Malone trying to break free. That one good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Stolen by Jackson. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Drexler passes to Hicks. Going inside. Pass to Walton. Over Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rice. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.